Mara, a young woman with eyes as vibrant as sapphires and hair like spun moonlight, stood at the precipice of a raging river. The torrent churned below, a churning mass of white water and frothing rapids. In her arms, she clutched a weathered wooden chest, its hinges groaning under the weight of unseen burdens. Mara had always lived her life tethered to the past. Memories, both joyous and sorrowful, clung to her like barnacles on a ship's hull, dragging her down and preventing her from sailing into the open waters of the present. The chest, overflowing with trinkets and keepsakes, each whispering forgotten stories, was a heavy anchor on her soul. One day, weary of the struggle, Mara sought the wisdom of an old monk who lived in a bamboo hut nestled amidst the foothills. He listened patiently as she poured out her woes, the river's roar echoing her disquiet. "Child," the monk said, his voice the gentle gurgle of a mountain stream, "life is like this river. We are swept along by its currents, through moments of calm and chaos, joy and sorrow. To cling to the past is like trying to grasp the ever-changing water. It is a futile effort that only brings us pain." He pointed to a willow tree gracefully bending with the wind. "See how the willow yields to the current, yet remains firmly rooted. It lets go of each passing leaf, knowing that new ones will sprout in their place. So too, must you learn to let go of the burdens that weigh you down." Mara's brow furrowed. "But how can I simply forget? These memories, these objects, they are a part of who I am." The monk smiled. "Memories are but whispers on the wind, child. They shape us, but they do not define us. As for these objects, they are mere vessels. True worth lies not in what we possess, but in who we choose to be." He led Mara to the riverbank and helped her open the chest. Together, they emptied its contents, one by one. A faded childhood doll, a chipped seashell from a long-forgotten vacation, a love letter yellowed with time, each held a fragment of her past. With each item released, Mara felt a lightness bloom within her. It was as if she were shedding a heavy cloak, revealing a spirit she hadn't known was there. Tears, both of sorrow and of liberation, streamed down her face as she watched the trinkets bob away on the current, carried towards the horizon. When the chest was empty, Mara turned to the monk, her eyes shining with newfound resolve. "I understand," she whispered. "The past is a river that has already flowed. I cannot change its course, but I can choose how I navigate the present." The monk nodded, his eyes crinkling at the corners. "Indeed, child. Let go of the burdens you cannot control, and embrace the open waters of the now. The river of life awaits, and with it, the promise of new beginnings." Mara took a deep breath, the scent of pine and river spray filling her lungs. She closed her eyes and stepped onto a flat rock at the edge of the water. The river roared below, but this time, it sounded not like a threat, but a song of freedom. With a newfound lightness, Mara let go of the rock and plunged into the current. The cold water embraced her, washing away the last vestiges of the past. She kicked her legs, surrendering to the flow, and as she bobbed to the surface, she felt a weightless joy she had never known before. Mara's journey down the river of life was not without its challenges. There were rapids of doubt and whirlpools of fear, but she held on to the monk's words. She learned to let go, to trust the current, and to find joy in the ever-changing present. As she sailed towards the open sea, she knew that the river of life would continue to flow, carrying her towards new shores and uncharted horizons. And though she would always treasure the memories of her past, she would never again be weighed down by their burden. Letting go and moving on, a reflection. The story of Mara reminds us that clinging to the past can prevent us from experiencing the fullness of the present. By learning to let go of our burdens, we create space for new beginnings and open ourselves up to the possibilities that lie ahead. The Buddhist teachings on impermanence and non-attachment can be powerful tools for navigating the ever-changing currents of life. By understanding that nothing is permanent, we can learn to release our grip on the past and embrace the present moment with an open heart. The journey of letting go is not always easy,